It's funny, we grew up thinking fasting is about food, about hunger, about thirst, about counting the hours till Maghrib. But fasting isn't really about what you stop consuming, it's about what you stop becoming. Because what's the point of staying away from bread if your tongue still feeds on gossip? What is the point of thirst if your heart still boils with arrogance? What is the point of starving your body if your soul stays overfed with the dunya? Fasting was never meant to starve you, it was meant to empty you so that Allah could finally fill you. Allah said in Surah Al Baqarah, verse 138, O you who believed, fasting has been prescribed for you, as it was prescribed for those before you, that you may attain taqwa. Taqwa, the quiet fear of Allah, the consciousness that He is watching you even when no one else is. That's the real hunger, the hunger of a heart that wants to be clean again. When we fast, it's not just the stomach that's supposed to stop consuming, it's the heart that's supposed to stop craving. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever does not give up false speech and acting upon it, Allah has no need of his giving up his food and drink. It's a gentle but piercing reminder. Allah doesn't need our hunger. We do. Every time you hold back a word of anger, every time you forgive when you could have fought, every time you lower your gaze or bite your tongue, that's fasting too. Because the truest fast isn't from food, it's from ego, it's from the part of us that wants to react instead of reflect. You see, fasting teaches mindfulness in ways the modern world forgot. When a body is deprived, your soul starts listening. You start noticing the small things again, the smell of bread, the sound of adhan, the ache in your throat, the weight of your words. You become aware of yourself, of Allah, of everything you've taken for granted. That's why Ramadan feels so alive, because when you stop your distractions, your spirit finally has room to breathe. If the heart fasts from pride, the tongue fasts from poison. We live in an age where words are thrown around like fables. Comment, tweet, replies, jokes, all laced with judgment. But fasting demands discipline. It demands silence. It teaches you that not every opinion needs to be spoken. Not every thought deserves a stage. And not every insult requires a response. Because the one who is fasting doesn't just hold back from food, they hold back from being ordinary. So maybe this Ramadan, your fast look like restraint. Maybe it's staying quiet when you could be sarcastic. Maybe it's praying for someone who hurt you. Maybe it's just breathing deeply instead of reacting instantly. That's taqwa in action, unseen or transforming you from within. Fasting also teaches empathy. It forces you to feel what others feel every day without choice. The knowing hunger in your stomach, someone somewhere feels that daily, not because they're fasting, but because they have nothing to eat. That thirst in your throat is the same thirst children in forgotten villages feel without iftar to look forward to. Ramadan makes you taste a fraction of the pain that others live with. And that's not meant to guilt you, it's meant to connect you. Because true spirituality is not isolation, it's compassion. It's looking at the world with softer eyes. It's remembering that your blessings are not proof of superiority, they are a responsibility. So when you sit at iftar tonight, before you break your fast, whisper, Ya Allah, feed those who have no one to feed them. Quench the thirst of those forgotten by the world. And really mean it. Fasting creates stillness. It teaches you that every action can become worship if done with awareness. When you're fasting, every second is sacred. You're not just walking, you're walking while conscious of Allah. You're not just sitting, you're sitting guarding your silence for His sake. You're not just eating, you're breaking bread with gratitude instead of greed. And that mindfulness, that quiet awareness of Allah's care, that's the essence of taqwa. It's when your soul whispers before your tongue does, when your heart apologizes before your mouth sins, when you stop chasing validation from people because your eyes are fixed on the one who sees it all. So fasting is not a punishment, it's purification. It empties the stomach to feed the soul. It silences the noise so that the heart can finally hear again. So tonight, as you break your fast, fast before your first fight, close your eyes and say Alhamdulillah, not because you're full, but because you're aware that Allah has sustained you, aware that your hunger has meaning, aware that every moment of restraint brought you closer to the one who never needed you to be perfect, only present. So fast beyond food, fast from pride, fast from noise, from distraction, fast from the thing that pulls you away from Allah. Because Ramadan isn't just the art of abstaining, it's the art of awakening. And when the heart awakens, that's when fasting truly begins.